Speaking of nerding out, does your shirt say something?
Yes.
I've actually been wondering this whole time.
So my shirt. Can you see the shirt?
Yes.
That shirt?
Yep.
It is an acronym.
Okay.
Do you know what an acronym is?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So don't worry about it.
Is that what the acronym is for? Don't worry about it?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
Yeah, Dwight.
I can see a W on that one. I can see a D. Okay.
Squared with 2 dots above it. It is in the language of Krakoan. I almost got to do that without laughing. So yeah, my
You've
shirt.
hit the point in this show where I might be too cool for it. I have to go now.
My shirt is in Krakoan. Wait. Oh, just wait, honey. Just wait.
It's not over.
Krakoan, you may ask.
I didn't. Please continue.
She explicitly avoided asking.
What is Krakoan? Krakoan is the language of the X-Men in Marvel Comics. And so they made an alphabet, and there are shirts, and this
Mike,
shirt.
we have to go.
This shirt is from my favorite podcast. That's not one that we do.
Okay.
And it's called Cerebro, and it's this flamboyant gay man named Connor who talks about X-Men like he loves it. And
Is Wolverine his favorite?
No.
Would he like to cuddle him?
No, but
seems very cuddly.
I listened to on the way back and forth from the toy show. I listened to the Forge episode, and that was about 20 minutes of how much he wanted to do things to Forge. I think that was hilarious.
I don't know who Forge is.
He's a Native American inventor.
So what you're saying is you'd be his type.
I don't think I'd be his type, but
The shirt says I'm available. That's what it says.
I mean,
Connor.
I love Connor. We're not each other's type. We're not into. I'm not into dudes. He's not into me. So it's like. So he might be one of my children, but he is that podcast.
Daddy issue. That's why he wants to cuddle the Native American.
Oh, he's never going to be a guest. I really want to be. He's on my bucket list for guests.
No, please come. I'll be on my best behavior.
It's like the same level of best behavior as for Uncle.
Uncle Henry loves me.
Uncle Henry.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's true. Uncle
Yeah.
Henry adores you.
That's fair, yeah.
It's
Adores you.
It's Stephanie that.
He loves Stephanie too, but he adores Jestina.
Yeah.
I mean, just adores Jestina.
So I'm so sorry. I interrupted you talking about your podcast so many times. But
No.
So he had 20 minutes where he talked about
What
X-Men.
him and his other gay friend talked about how much they wanted to do. It was hilarious. But he works in publishing out in California, and during the pandemic, because you couldn't go anywhere, and he's got anxiety anyway, and so he just started doing this podcast. It blew up. He's been in the New York Times about it. It's a big.
Does he only talk about X-Men?
Just talks about.
Yeah.
He just picks a character a week, and like I've learned, like I like reading comics. I love the X-Men are my favorite comics. He's talking about stuff I have never heard of, and
Interesting.
and right, and so I get that joke, but it's funny. It's just funny.
That's wonderful.
And it's tagline. It's a homo and his friends talking about homo superior, and I just giggle every time I hear it. He also does accents that are interesting, and like there's a Southern X-Men character, Rogue. She's from Mississippi.
Oh gosh.
And every time he does her, like, I pay for Patreon so I don't have to listen to it with ads, but he does the ad reads as X-Men characters, so I listen to it with ads because it's hilarious.
That's fun.
And so shout out to I'll put in, how you can find it. It's if you like comics, it's one of the best things out there.
And then you got, I mean, I've seen some because you show me some TikToks they've done.
So what they'll do, they'll take segments of like things that they've said and they put it with the comics and make videos out of it. And for TikTok and YouTube and stuff,
Yeah.
it has been that's how I discovered it, honestly, because it came up on my Twitter feed. I kept giggling about it. I was like, I'll give this show a chance, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's like, and they're usually long. They're longer than ours. Like the Forge episode, and it's Forge. It's a guy you like Wolverine. You've heard of that guy, right? Forge is a guy like he's a deep cut guy. They talked about him for 4 hours.
That's fantastic.
And it was hilarious.
To keep you entertained for 4 hours on one character.
I was just like, I giggled and giggled. And look, Forge, I can sum up Forge and real quick. He is a Native American. He's a Cheyenne mutant whose power is his invention. So he just comes up with stuff and he can build things like Tony Stark and Iron Man.
Yeah.
Who stepped away from doing magic because his family wanted to do magic to destroy this guy called the Adversary. And throughout his 40-year publishing history, he just has to go back and forth and fight the fucking Adversary all the damn time. It's
That's it.
That's it. It's like he shows up and is like, oh fuck, I gotta fight the Adversary. Then he's like, we defeat him once for
He
all.
stops tinkering and he goes.
Yeah, right.
And then he comes back and tinkers.
And occasionally he dated Storm for a while, and then started Mystique for a little while, and that's about it.
Oh, he's getting around. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So it's been my favorite thing. So I bought the merch. He's got a shirt, and when he gets to points in the story that he does not like or is not major, he just like, don't worry about it. So Dwight's become a thing. And so they, so that's why it's like, we'll get to, so don't worry about it. And then it goes into the next part. And so
that's fun.
it's good. He's funny. He's really, really funny.